Hey peonies! Today we're going to talk about some of the most disturbing videos ever uploaded on the internet. And I mean videos that are even older than the internet itself, ones that were re-uploaded later or appeared online with no one knowing where they originally came from. So get your blanket and grab your snacks because this video is going to be a really disturbing one. Let's get into it. Have you ever heard of Auoki? Well, let's start there. This short video does an amazing job at explaining the strange and creepy lore behind Auoki.
On July 26th of 2009, YouTuber Thomas Rangsdorff uploaded a video titled My Ghoul Jackson that featured an animatronic wearing a creepy Michael Jackson mask and clothing reminiscent the King of Pop. A couple years later, in the early months of 2019, a Spanish-language creepypasta titled El Auoki went viral in Latin America. The name Auoki is a wordplay on Michael's lyrics, "Annie, are you okay?" from the song Smooth Criminal. According to the creepypasta, the Auoki would sneak into his victim's room at night to say, before attacking them. As time passed, a PC game titled Escaping the Auoki was later released due to the growing popularity of this creepypasta. The game consists of players that were kidnapped by the Auoki and taken to his dark abandoned mansion. The objective of the game is to escape the house without making much noise, as the Auoki can hear everything in the house.
I totally agree. It's honestly one of the creepiest videos on YouTube, and maybe even on the entire internet. Like, what is this twisted version of Michael Jackson? It's pure nightmare fuel. Okay, now we're going to talk about some of the creepiest and most disturbing shows that ended up being uploaded to the internet. Ones that were technically lost media before resurfacing online. Let's get into the short.
In 1998, a collection of 20 short experimental films titled Triggers began circulating on VHS tapes. Across these strange and fragmented clips, viewers gradually pieced together an unsettling portrait of a woman named Shea St, a former model and performer who claims to have been horribly disfigured in an accident. Shea insists she has reconstructed herself using plastic masks, wigs, and mannequin limbs, desperately clinging to her former beauty and glamour. She lives alone in a cluttered house filled with dolls, masks, and random debris. The rooms are always dimly lit and claustrophobic, giving the impression that she's been shut away from the world for years. Throughout the films, Shea talks to unseen friends who may not exist, often addressing the camera directly as if it's her only companion. As the series progresses, her surroundings seem to deteriorate. The lighting gets darker, her movements more erratic, and her voice more fragmented. The visuals become increasingly glitchy and distorted. What begins as absurd performance slowly devolves into a portrait of isolation and madness. A woman who once lived for attention, now hiding behind plastic smiles and pre-recorded laughter. Between 1998 and 2002, the Trigger shorts were occasionally screened at underground venues and nightclubs in Los Angeles and Chicago, gaining a small cult following. On February 1st, 2002, one of the shorts titled Turkey Day premiere at the New Art Theater in Los Angeles, but was reportedly banned shortly after due to its disturbing content. On August 30th, 2006, a YouTube channel called Elastic Plastic Fantastic was launched to upload the Shea videos to a wider audience, primarily between 2006 and 2007. The creator behind these works was Eric Fournier, who used the character of Shea to channel his own struggles in life. However, in 2010, news broke out that Eric had passed. Years later, on December 22, 2017, YouTube terminated the original Elastic Plastic Fantastic channel. In 2023, Empty Socket Productions, the entity behind the project, officially relaunched the Shea St. YouTube channel and website, restoring the original content and keeping Shea's legacy alive.
Shea the Plastic Woman is definitely one of the creepiest characters ever. Her show's backstory is not only dark, but also strangely sad. Imagine being turned into a puppet because you lost most parts of yourself. It's honestly pitiful. This show should have never been uploaded to YouTube in the first place, in my opinion. But let me know what you think, peonies. Now let's talk about one of, if not the creepiest animated shorts on YouTube. It was uploaded 18 years ago. That's almost 20 years. It's also sitting at 1.2 million views, which is really impressive. That makes it one of the earliest short animations ever uploaded to YouTube, so it definitely gets some credit for that at least.
This disturbing short animated film was produced back in 2004 as part of a student thesis for the Ringling College of Art and Design by a student named Jason Bennett. The short follows a humanoid creature that goes out onto a lonely pier to fish while the sun sets. What the fisherman doesn't seem to know is that there's a large monstrous creature creeping on him from underneath the pier, watching his every move and waiting to attack. The monster then releases a smaller creature from its mouth to bite the line of the fishing pole. The fisherman then reels in the small creature and eats it fresh out of the water. As he's about to leave, he suddenly hears splashing and returns to try and catch another one. But the small creature he ate earlier begins to eat his stomach from the inside, causing him pain, and he drops to his knees. At that moment, the monster grabs him, pries his mouth open, and releases more creatures into his mouth. The film then ends and you're left feeling unsettled. The message is quite unclear, although it seems to be a twisted play on the food chain. Either way, the scene is disturbing and is sure to give people nightmares.
Oh my gosh, what does this even mean? I'm so curious about why it's so disturbing and what the deeper meaning behind it is. I do think it has something to do with the darker side of consuming food, but that's all I can really gather from this creepy short. Alright, now let's talk about Ria Lamb, or what I like to call the creepy sock monkey.
Ria Lamb is a mysterious and captivating figure currently going viral within the Latin America online horror community. Their content first gained traction on TikTok, where he built a haunting digital persona centered around unalivings, resurrection, and cosmic prophecy. What makes Ria Lamb especially unsettling is his appearance, an AI-modified version of Tulio Tervino, a character from the Chilean children's TV show called 31 Minutos. His voice and facial movements are altered to create an uncanny surreal presences that feels both cartoonish and deeply disturbing. His videos deliver cryptic monologues that explore themes like immortality, biblical prophecies, the apocalypse, and something that he calls the infinite thread, a spiritual part said to connect all souls across time and space. One of his chilling claims is that if you stare into a mirror for too long, your reflection may come to life. Viewers have reported experiencing nightmares, feelings of passing, and even sense of being watched after encountering his content.
Yeah, no, I hate it. This thing is so dark and unsettling. Why does it focus on such disturbing topics? It could have been a little lighter, but instead, he's talking about stuff I can't even repeat on YouTube because I don't want to get in trouble. Still, it's fair to say he's definitely in the top 5 most disturbing videos ever uploaded to TikTok. Now, let's take a small break and look at laughing sailors. And when I say break, I mean it's not quite as terrifying as the others, but it's still disturbing enough to make it on this list. What makes it creepier is that we don't even know where this footage came from. We just know it was uploaded a long time ago. As many of you already know, I don't do dolls or puppets, so a lot of these videos have been really hard for me to watch. I hope you're enjoying this video because I'm suffering just adding these freaky things that give me goosebumps every time they appear. Alright, let's move on and talk about this creepy YouTube video that no one really knows anything about.
Did you know there's a YouTube video that supposedly causes seizures, nightmares, and paranoia? It started as an urban legend, a video barely 90 seconds long, buried deep in the forgotten corners of YouTube. The title? Just random characters, glitch symbols, unreadable, no tags, no description, no comments. Those who watched it reported the same thing. A sudden burst of static, a distorted face flashing for a split second, then a low-pitched tone that seemed to vibrate in their skull. Some said they blacked out, others claimed they vomited immediately or woke up that night choking, unable difficult to move. Within days, viewers reported horrifying dreams, twisted visions of a dark hallway, something crawling toward them backwards. A few posted frantic updates online, claiming the video had followed them. One Reddit user said they smashed their laptop, but the sound still played from the walls at night. Another was found in a motel room, eyes wide open, whispering, "It saw me through the screen." No one knows who uploaded it. Attempts to download or trace it always fail. Metadata shows it's older than YouTube itself. Some think it's a digital curse. Others believe it was part of a psychological experiment gone wrong. The video disappears and reappears under new names, new thumbnails.
It's safe to say, just don't watch it if you ever figure out what the video is. Better safe than sorry, guys. I'm honestly speechless after seeing it. Well, that's all the disturbing internet videos for today, so make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what I should cover next. And as always, stay safe, peonies. I'll see you soon.